Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is a general reading, so take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Use tarot videos only when you feel guided to do so, and always use your own discernment. There's a sense in this reading, like you've got Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Otter Spirit, you're never alone. Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. I'm getting that there's people in your life that are overstepping boundaries, that are trying to influence your life or make decisions that affect you and all this sort of stuff. Spirit's saying you need to deal with these people and set your healthy boundaries with this King of Wands as the clarifier. And the King of Wands is somebody who can set healthy boundaries, protects their own energies, their decisions, their desires, actively sorts it out, but does it from a wise, grounded, mature kind of place. They don't just go in and be like, this is my boundary, you cannot cross it, how dare you. It's not like that at all. This isn't about punishing the person that's overstepping the boundaries in your life, or people that are overstepping the boundaries in your life. This is about doing it with a gentle touch. See, with a gentle touch, you've got the Six of Cups. And it's somebody who's very gently offering some sort of emotional advice, who's very gently giving something to someone who's in a more childlike state than them. And not allowing your own inner pain, your own inner child to lash out at them, because that's who you're dealing with. You're dealing with an inner child. You're not dealing with an angry adult, awful person who just overstepped boundaries. You're dealing with someone who's in pain, or people who are in pain. But I get that this is probably one or two people at least in your life. It's about leading the way, showing them that through kindness and compassion, being gentle and loving towards them and setting these boundaries. If it's done right, if it's done with compassion and kindness and a gentle touch, you're going to heal their inner child in ways that you wouldn't. You'd actually traumatize that inner child even more if you were to go at this in an aggressive kind of very forceful kind of way, a very blunt, I'm setting this boundary, you cannot do this to me anymore, you cannot say this to me, you can't come here, you can't go there. It's about hey, look, here's you'll know your own situation, but approach it with a kind heart. And Spirit's kind of saying yeah, you're never alone. It's kind of you feel like you're trying to do this and with no support, or you're alone in this, having to set boundaries with this person, you're the only one that has to deal with it, or you're the only one that has to set the boundaries. And it may make you feel a bit isolated or a bit uncertain on which direction to go with this, but Spirit's saying you're not alone, even though you're kind of going in blind, not really knowing how they're going to react. It's the Fool, the Fool, what are we doing? Yeah, it's stepping out on faith and trusting that whatever comes from this, because even if they react poorly, they'll reflect on how you did it. When they calm down, they'll reflect on it and be oh, okay, they did that because, maybe I was being a bit overbearing. Maybe I was imposing myself too much. Maybe I was taking advantage of them a little too much. I mean, taking advantage of them at all is bad, but you know what I mean. They'll have this self-reflection moment if you handle this well. If you don't handle this well, you'll wound the inner child even more, which means they're going to either go on to do it to you in an even harder way. They'll strike back like a child, they'll talk back, they'll chuck a tantrum, or they'll leave your life and go on and create a trail of destruction because kindness wasn't shown to them, and maybe kindness never has been shown to them. So it's not about judging what they're doing and how they overstep the boundaries. It's about you setting healthy boundaries for you in your life that affects your life, maybe even your family, maybe your business, I'm not sure, but setting the healthy boundaries in a gentle way. Maybe it's just about protecting yourself rather than taking down the enemy, taking down the person overstepping the boundaries. It's not about that. If you do that, it's just going to wound this inner child even more. But if you do it with a kind heart, a gentle touch, it may be an approach that you think I don't know if that's going to work, Mark. I don't know. I promise you, the long-term butterfly effect, the ripple effect that this is going to have is going to ripple back to you in a beautiful way. But it's also going to help heal them. It's a win-win. Okay, I'm going to get some clarifiers on this. You got strength and destiny, clarifying the gentle touch. Yeah, having the strength to control yourself even when you want to lash out at this person because they may deserve it. You may think like, yeah, no, Mark, they deserve this. Like, you don't know how they overstep my boundaries. I promise you, taking the high road in this particular situation, it's going to bring about a destiny for them and a destiny for you that's going to have a strengthening effect, a healing effect, a ripple effect that you can't see. Oh, I'm getting some strong emotions coming through. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like their inner child is just really wounded. Having this strength, and this could be like people at work, this could be people in your family, friends, even people you're dating. But wherever the boundaries are being overstepped in your life, you have to show strength because it's going to create a ripple I keep just getting this ripple effect notion. This ripple effect that's going to cause destiny to manifest in a really good way. Manifest destiny. Sorry. Showing my age a bit, but okay, what am I doing? Yeah, we'll go again with this one. Otter spirit, you're never alone. Ooh. Popped out straight off. Acceptance and courage. I'm gonna go draw another one. Okay, yeah, no, Spirit's telling me go a different deck. Okay, which one? There's so many around me right now. Okay, we'll go this one. Thank you, Spirit. Whoa. Angel of Strength. Yeah, this is like a double whammy. You setting these boundaries, but doing it in this way is going to test you. I feel like it's going to test your strength to see just how loving and kind you can be in the face of adversity and having the courage to do so. But again, strength with destiny over here. Now you've got Angel of Strength in the middle. This is going to test your strength, but it's also going to build your strength, and it's also going to like strengthen this other person in a way that they haven't been able to be strengthened. So it's okay to set a healthy boundary, just do it with love and compassion. You don't have to go in angrily. I mean, you could, and it would probably work, but I feel like if you did that, what you don't see is the ripple effect that has in their life and in yours. I feel like if you can manage to do this in a loving way, your destiny will manifest. Okay, now Spirit's saying go back to that other one. Go playing musical decks today. Alright, Armadillo Spirit, what are you talking about? Okay. Yeah, there's like a reckless energy. So there's going to be like a desire to maybe be a little forceful with setting this boundary. Hang on, I'm gonna get some more. Luck and tranquility. Yeah, it's about protecting your tranquility, but it's also going to be you setting this boundary with this reckless energy that's in your life, this person, these people, this situation that's just kind of overstepping where it shouldn't, imposing on you in a way that's bringing you a lack of tranquility. You sitting on your throne and sorting out that energy with the King of Wands actively putting your energy towards something in a mature and wise, calculated way. It's about being grounded when you go into this situation and knowing the exact result you want to have and the exact approach you're going to take. What else have we got, Spirit? No, okay, that's it. Alright. Yeah, so have kindness and compassion. It's going to be a test of your strength for a lot of you. I feel like, it's going to be hard to show kindness and compassion to people that are not being so kind and compassionate to you, but you could take either way. You could not do this, or you could, but definitely needing to set the boundary. But if you want to have the optimum results and get a blessing out of this, you need to do it with a kind word. Do it with compassion. Try and understand that you're dealing with a wounded child, not an angry adult, which is most adults when they're angry. It's usually not the adult, it's the inner child. So handle that inner child with them, because it's also going to play on your own inner child, but your inner child's a lot more developed and a lot more healed than theirs. You have a higher perspective than they do, so you need to, it's like being a good parent to whoever it is that obviously either didn't have good parents, or maybe they just weren't a good enough parent to themselves. They didn't finish raising themselves the way they needed to, because they may not have had the direction, the opportunities that you've had. Maybe they've had more opportunities, but there's some sort of like wounded inner child that gets them to squander those opportunities and have that, I guess, lack of understanding about their opportunities that they have had, the blessings that they have had. And you doing this in such a kind way is going to help them turn around and recognize what they need to heal, how they need to act in the world, and also to have an appreciation for the abundance that they have had, or the abundance that you are providing them with. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, Sagittarius. I hope this was helpful. If you need a personal reading, head to my website. We'll dive more in depth into your situation, and it is a lot more specific than general readings, so head over there if you want one of them. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Blessed be.